What is going on, YouTube? And welcome back to my channel, JoJo Speaks. Thank you all so much for joining myself and Dustin. Jennifer and Tyrone stepped out, but they should be coming back momentarily. We are here to celebrate Dustin's birthday.
Thank you. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, Jennifer, Tyrone. Thank you, Jonathan, everybody, for being here. Yeah, thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for doing this. I didn't expect it today, so thanks very much. Mm-hmm.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. And tell everyone how old you are turning today.
I'm 24. 24.
Young buck.
But I feel way older though. See, I don't feel way older.
I told Dustin this past Monday that he's so mature for a 24-year-old's age, and that's always going to be a compliment coming from anyone who's in 30 plus years. So absolutely, it's awesome. I'm so glad that you're still a young buck out here doing your thing. Making your mark on the world, doing what you do best, and that is sharing the love.
Yeah.
So Dustin, this is your time. Whatever it is you want to talk about. I know you said that you wanted to talk about Savannah Guthrie's mother's disappearance, and we'll sprinkle some other things in there as well. But the floor is yours, Dustin.
Yes, I feel like this case is going to be a long, drawn out case. I've been covering it with Tyrone this past couple of weeks now. I feel like this case is going to be it's not gonna. I think it's gonna be a closed case. I think because they closed this. They already told the media to leave, and I don't think it's right for them to tell the media to leave because I think that she deserves closure, and I think the family deserves closure. Like I said, if I was able to do it, I would be out there. If I was able to be out there physically, I would be, because I don't think it's right to be told the media to leave like that. I don't feel like it's I think that all this. I think that Savannah Guthrie has been I think she's been targeted on the Today Show. So I think that she needs to step down. Honestly, I don't think she needs to come back, because I think it'd be worse for her family and her to come back to the TV show like that. I wouldn't be able to handle that. Something happened to her herself. Right. It's bad enough to happen to her mother, but if something happened to her, I wouldn't be able to take it. I don't think, because I don't think it'd be best for her to come back. But I do think this. I think this media. I think all this media telling the media to leave like this is not right in my opinion at all. Period. Point blank. So I don't think it's right. But we'll see what happens. I think this case is going to go cold, just like the Sebastian Rogers case went cold. I've been doing some things on Sebastian Rogers case as well, with seeing some things pop up on there, and I think it's a little bit ridiculous, in my opinion. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did hear that Savannah Guthrie's family is offering $1 million for information on her mother's disappearance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's going to lead to any tips or any clues or anything of that nature. And as the longer this case goes on, I feel as though
the longer the case goes on, the longer it gets dragged out, the longer it's going to go. The longer they're not going to. The longer I feel like the police ain't going to do anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think we've discussed this before. A lot of times the police don't want to give out a lot of information when they don't really know what's going on, because a lot of times when they do find information, they're quick to release it. Right. They're quick to release updates. Well, I think they do know.
I think they know what's going on, but they just don't want to release it. Wow. I think they need to release the case to the FBI, to be honest. I heard some things behind closed doors, and I'm still hearing things to this day. But it's not good, Jonathan. The whole situation is not good. I don't think she's even allowed to live with us anymore. I think she's passed away. I think she's passed away, and I don't think she's no longer here. So what we have to do is we have to speak about it. I'm going to continue to speak about it till the day I can't speak about it no more. because it's ridiculous, and these people need to be uh, held accountable. I
Yeah.
would expect anybody else that did this to be held accountable, even if it was any one of us. You know, I can see what's going on. I can feel it. So I can feel that these people, they don't care. But what I do, and I want the family to be happy, because I know she's not happy. She told me
Mm-hmm.
that herself. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Jennifer and Tyrone, your thoughts on the Savannah Guthrie case in general?
I just think it's sad. I think the worst thing is, of course, the family and the trauma that they're having to go through. Because it's one thing to lose a family member. It's another thing to not be able to put that family member to rest.
Right.
To at least have her remains so that they can, you know, eulogize her and everything. Um, uh, it seems like all of America has been in on this search to figure out slash see what happened. It really kind of surprised me personally that not much has come from it. Like,
Right.
you have so much police presence and stuff. So people are able to get away with stuff like this easily. It seems like, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I'm not saying that they're giving up.
But I
It's
feel
just
like they are. I feel like they are.
it's just clear that they're not finding anything, or
Right.
they're reaching too many dead ends, I guess. Who
Hmm.
knows? But all in all, it's unfortunate. And
Right.
it is, I do think it's kind of like, why are you stealing somebody's mama? That's just
Yeah.
crazy.
She's 84 years old, so
Yeah, that's
she's very frail. She has a pacemaker, for crying out loud. She can't live without her medicine. Hmm.
it's crazy. It's deplorable, and I hope something comes up.
I hope
Absolutely.
it's soon, because I can't, I can't see this going on much longer. And if I feel like if it does, I feel like this whole family is going to be ripped to pieces. Hmm.
Mm, mm,
Yeah. Um,
Right.
for me, from the beginning, I was super critical about the information that we, the public, will receive, and how um, the little things that would come to light will be blown up, and then it turns out it's not the case. We saw that with the first person that they went after, a person of interest, and
mhm.
they blew it up, and then all of a sudden everybody had to retract their statements because that person had nothing to do with it. Then there was another incident of a family
Mm.
of three, two
Yeah.
being at home and one out on the road being brought in for questioning, and then they had to release them. And it it goes to tell you that in this particular circumstances, um, they don't know what they're doing.
Right.
They have no idea where to really buckle down and zero in on. And so they're pretty much grabbing at straws. And for them to get the secondhand information from the news outlets first, it starts to make me wonder if this wasn't spearheaded by somebody connected within that realm first.
Right.
That's me too.
Somebody that was a part of the media
Hmm.
at some point and have become disgruntled with their life and decided to take it out on Savannah and her family,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then all the other speculations of the family members being the ones that were the culprits,
Hmm.
or
Mm.
they're orchestrating this just to get some attention on the media, or this is a distraction from the Epstein files. And it's
Hmm.
like, why would somebody go to something so elaborate as kidnapping a loved one in the middle of the night. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It doesn't make sense as I see more. It don't make sense. Some of it makes sense, but most of it don't make a whole lot of sense. It's just where is she? I want to know where she's at. Where is she at? Is she in this country? Or is she out of the country? Because
Mhm.
Right, because
where is she at? Where
there's
is she at?
oh, she's in Mexico.
Right.
I'm like, Mexico? How would she get there? That takes time. And for you to not be able to track her movement at all?
Yeah.
it's crazy to me. And also these random ransom notes that have been sent to TMZ, which I think really nothing comes out of those whatsoever.
Nothing.
And I'm sure that they're all hoaxes. I'm sure that they're all, fake, at least in my opinion. I believe them to
I
to
don't
be
believe
fake.
that.
At least 3.
I don't believe. Yeah.
At least 3 of those letters that they received.
And it's like, why would they send it to TMZ and not the police, who are actually the ones who are trying to find Savannah Guthrie's mother? To me, it's really a shit show, at least in my opinion, at this point. I don't know if this is a spotlight on the lack of investigation that's going on with the police force who is actually looking for Savannah Guthrie's mother, or if it's these people who took her mother allegedly, well, not allegedly, because she has been kidnapped, are just that good. We know of a lot of missing people cases who go unsolved. And I have a feeling that this is going to be one of them.
Me too, Jonathan. Me too.
With her being gone as long as she has been gone.
Today's day 28. The day 28 today.
Right. Yeah. Either she's no longer with us in the land of the living, or she's just going to stay gone. I feel as though she's no longer in the land of the living, personally, at this point.
Me too.
Especially with the fact that she has medication that she needs, that she does not have access to. I don't believe that she's with us any longer, and that's just even sadder for her entire family to have to go through this. And I don't think we'll ever. I honestly, personally, don't think that we'll ever get all the information on exactly what happened to her and where she currently is at this point.
Yeah,
I would like more. I would like more information, but I don't think we're going to get it.
I don't think so either, Dustin. I honestly don't think so either.
It's gonna take a vlogger to put all of the nuances of what happened into perspective before lawmakers and the law enforcement and FBI could actually put these things together. Because like just a couple of days ago, there's video footage of cars whizzing by like 3 miles away. And they're like, well, how come you didn't have this before now? Like, you're talking about weeks into the case.
Yeah.
Now this is starting to come up. And now y'all starting to have this narrative of what the, whatchamacallit, the 911 call that came that night. Talking about they saw a woman hanging out of a window of a Malibu, driving down the road, screaming for help.
Wow.
And it's like,
I seen that part.
You guys get all of this information. Are you
compiling
this stuff and trying to pull in the web of this narrative?
I mean, for me, it was a red flag that it took them so long to release the door cam, like the Ring door cam footage. Like, it took them over a week to release that.
Almost 2 weeks.
That's a red flag right there.
And so it's all just, like I said, it's all just a shit show to me at this point. And I just continue to pray for Savannah Guthrie's family. Hope they find solace. Hope they are able to find peace, as you said, Jennifer. And
well, I want to find peace too, but I also want I also want them to be able to if she's no longer with us, lay her to rest and let her be at peace for the final time. And 'cause that's the only way that I see the family finding peace, if they find her and be able to lay her to rest if she's no longer with us.
Absolutely.
The visions that I kept getting uh, around the second week and third week of things, of seeing Nancy in captivity in somebody's home at
Wow.
their dining room table as they're trying to figure out what to do next with her, because the attention of what happens so fast that they're like, I don't know what to do. We messed up. And as her health began to decline, they're like, well, just keep her fed, keep her rested.
But that's not going to help.
And I'm sitting there like, if you're in a state of you made a mistake and this wasn't going the way that you planned it, own up to that and return her.
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. I want her to be returned. So her family can help her with she should be with Savannah and her family, not with these other people, wherever she's at. Mm-hmm.
But Tyrone, what you said is typically the mindset of dumb criminals. Because in my mind, criminals are typically going to be dumb. A lot of times, typically, they don't think through every single step of whatever operation it is that they're trying to accomplish. And they a lot of times, they only think maybe 2 steps ahead. They don't think 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps ahead of what could possibly happen. They only have an idea, and that idea is typically not thought all the way through. So a lot of times they end up looking like idiots at the end of the day. It's an idiot. You're an idiot to want to kidnap someone to begin with. But to not have the steps, the steps 5 through 8 or steps 8 through 10 or steps 15 through 20. Like they don't have all that thought through. They only have what they want to do. And then once they do it, they're like, okay, what do we do next? We don't know. So
yes, we don't know. We really don't know. Mm-hmm. And that's what bugged me, because we don't know. We don't know. I mean, we're probably, like you said, Jonathan, we're probably never going to know it all, but we it still bugs me to this day, and that's probably going to bug me for the rest of my life, because it's hard to see this. It's hard to see her hurt like this. It's hard to see her have to step down from her job because of this. It's for her to have to leave like this, and it's terrible, because Savannah's not the person that would do that kind of stuff, but that's just my opinion, and it's awful that this had to happen this way. It's awful. I can't even watch the Today Show because it's too triggering. It's too triggering for me, because when you're watching the Today Show, you expect to see Savannah there, and it's not right. It don't feel right. Mm-hmm.
Right. I think for me, the most triggering part for me is thinking, and I want to say I'm thinking this, but it feels so real for me to have visions of a blue barrel.
I see it.
It's potentially seeing Nancy in that condition. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't wish this on anyone.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how would y'all find it? Like it's so haunting to me, because it's like she didn't deserve that.
No one deserves that.
Nobody deserves that at all. And to add this in it too, the gut feeling that I have was these people took her as a prank, as a way to mess with Savannah, and it just went too far.
Yeah, it did.
And I was just like, Why would you do something so stupid, so careless?
It's like, where do we go from here?
That's the question we're all asking. Where do we go from here?
The
Hmm.
the other heart wrenching part of it is the people that were trying to gouge off of the family's pain.
Yeah.
Right.
I have some information, but it will cost you $50,000 for me to give it to you. What? Well,
It's a red
I
flag.
would tell you some information that will lead potentially to the people that I think that did this.
What a
It
horrible
will cost
position
you
to be in.
$250,000. So what?
And to me, those who have actual information to give to the police, they don't need money to give that to the police. At least not in my opinion, because as much as I watch First 48, they don't offer those people no money for the questions that they ask. They
I want
just
to
put them in the
shoot on some
interrogation
clubs.
room and ask the questions. So
Not even a wet cigarette.
So I feel like if anyone had information, they would give it voluntarily without any money needed to give off that information. At least that's the way I think. When I watch true crime type of things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now I will say though that sometimes those offers of money for information, they do garner information from people sometimes, but to me that should always be the last resort. That's just my opinion on the situation.
Yeah, but sometimes when you're desperate, Jonathan, sometimes we have to do
Yeah.
When you're desperate, you like Savannah and her family is. When you're desperate, you have to go to the last resort faster than other people. That's just me. But sometimes when you're desperate, you got to do everything in your power to try to get her back home to her family.
Absolutely. Dustin, is there anything else that you wanted to talk about on your special birthday?
Sure. I want to thank Tyrone and Jennifer and Jonathan for being there for me and being part of my team. So thank you, Jennifer, and thank you, Tyrone. I love you all very much, and you guys know I'll always be here for you. And I'm going through some things as well. I'm preparing to have back surgery in the future.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have some. I have scoliosis surgery.
Okay.
In the future, so I'm gonna be having a hip surgery and scoliosis surgery. I want to try to do it at the same time, but I don't know how that's gonna work out.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see what happens there.
Well, keep us posted.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep you posted because you guys don't know the first time I know anything. So it's like it's just a hard time, it's a hard time to go through this, and of course my grandpa is not doing very good either. So he's actually been bedbound for a while now.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So it's actually he had couple of strokes over the past couple of months. So he's not doing the best. So yeah.
But you were always in our prayers, Dustin. You are part of our family. We love you so much. Tammy's in the building. Hey, Tammy.
Congratulations, Dustin, on another trip around the sun.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here, Tammy. So thank you all so much for joining us for this being our celebration of Dustin's birthday. I'm so happy that you guys decided to join us. Be sure to follow Dustin on Instagram, Dustin Butler 700. He's also on Facebook, Dustin Butler as well. So yeah, thank y'all so much for joining us. Make sure you join us on Monday for JoJo Speaks, our 90-Day Fiance review. Join Jennifer on Mondays as well at 8 p.m. for Prophetic Fire Reiki. Join Tyrone on Wednesdays for his live show at 8:30. Tammy puts in some hearts in the comments as well. We love you guys for being here. We will see you on our various shows. Also, join me on Thursday night at 8 p.m. for my live Hot Topics and Social Commentary show.
And I hope Bionica feels better soon. I hope she feels better soon because I've been thinking about Bionica a lot. And
Yeah,
I hope she
Bianca,
feels better soon.
she's getting better. She's just getting rid of the residual mucus now, so she's doing a lot better.
I hope I
Yeah,
get to
she's
see her back on the show soon. I've been missing her the past few weeks.
Oh,
absolutely. Yeah, she told us during prayer that, she is feeling better. She just has some cough and phlegm to kind of get through. So I'm sure she will be back at it before we know it. But we love you all for watching. We'll see you guys on our various channels on the various days that we go live. We'll see you guys on the next live.